Another way that you can create a lot of geometry, a lot of complex geometry in a shorter amount of time is to use sketches. This is something that I think it's important to wrap your head around of, what you're doing when you're creating these sketches and where you're trying to get to. And this is important whenever you're designing anything in the 3D work environment. You want to think about, where do I want to get to at the end of this? What do I want this part to look like? And another thing could be, how do I want to be able to edit it? If you need to move the location of a hole or something, if you build that into the way that you design your model, then it's going to save you some time in the future when it comes to making edits. So let's look at this. Let's think about this in another way. So if you want to make a cube, I mean, you could do the primitive, but if you want to start with a sketch, you could start with a simple little, square sketch and then just extrude that up using the extrude feature. Working with the primitives, you don't have quite as much control as you would with using a sketch, so I'll just say that. So let's look at another shape. I mean, this lightning bolt. I mean, that's not something that you would want to make with primitive. I mean, you might be able to figure out a way to do it, but it's something that if you were to just sketch out that profile, it would be a lot easier to do it with the sketch, right? So this is the importance of understanding the different techniques that you can use to actually design something in Fusion 360. So think about when you're going to approach a problem, when you're going to design a problem. Now, this shape here, I mean, the top or something, if you will, you're not going to make that with an extrude. I mean, to design something like this, you'd actually start with a sketch that looks like the one on the left-hand side over there. And then what you do is you use a feature called the revolve. So a revolve just basically uses that sketch and revolves it around an axis. So let's take a look at that.